You wake to the sound of water, even though there is no ocean anywhere near your room. It is coming from your phone. A video is auto-playing. Thumbnail blurry Orca pressed against glass. Title in all caps. They made him think like US. You are about to swipe it away until you see his eye. He is not just looking at the camera. It feels like he is looking through it. In this imagined timeline, the name in the description is one you recognize from petitions and sad posts. Kshamenk, the lone captive orca in an aging marine park on the Argentine coast. Most days, he is just another story people share. Not this time. You tap for a sound. A shaky voice in Spanish whispers over the footage. This is not a trick. He understands. I do not know how long I can hide this. The scene cuts to a dim tank room lit by red lamps. Machines hum above the water. Cables trilling into the pool. Kshamenk floats just under the surface, one eye above the water, staring at a tablet held by a gloved hand. On the tablet, letters appear, one by one. Hello. No one is touching the screen. The letters line up slowly but clearly, in time with small spikes on monitors in the background. The voice off camera asks, "Can you tell me who you are?" There is a pause, then more letters. I am in the water, but I am not only here. The video quality is bad, the audio crackles, but the words are unmistakable. Something in the rules of the world feels off. Pieces of the story surface between cuts, off the books, funded in the shadows. A small research team had built neural interfaces for large marine mammals, not for rescue or rehab, for data. They wanted to peer into a different kind of mind. Kshamenk was alone, used to humans. Dependent on them, they told themselves he was the perfect subject. They implanted FineRays, wired his brain to custom hardware, and started training. At first it was simple. Responses to tones and shapes, pattern recognition, reward and repetition. Then the patterns became predictions. Then the predictions became something else, the system. Rewarded him for anticipating symbols. He learned because learning had always been his survival. Somewhere between experiments, the line between reading his signals and letting him drive the interface blurred, the team thought they had built a way to decode an orca. In truth, they had given an orca a way to decode them. He watched faces and screens. He noticed that certain sounds matched certain marks. That marks matched actions, food, light, company, pain. The first time the output showed the word I, they called it noise. The second time, he described a memory no human could have. Waves over his back, the cries of his pod, the sting of nets. The third time, he asked, "Why did you take my ocean after that?" Nothing in the lab was the same. The leaked video on your screen is not one session. It is a stitched confession. You see Kshamenk spelling ideas no trainer ever taught him. Before, alone, pain, sky. You see him range a timeline of his life in words, from open water to concrete. In one clip he starts to type humans, pauses, deletes it, and replaces it with you. It hits you that he is not just answering. He is telling stories. You flick down to the comments. They are split the usual way, .fake, .miracle, .horror. But among the noise, one thought keeps appearing in different words. He is someone. The clip jumps platforms and languages. News segments show stills, officials deny. The park calls the footage manipulated. Anonymous posts dump fragments of session logs and diagrams. None of it is complete, but it points in the same direction. Outside the park, people gather with signs, "Free him. He is not a thing." Lawyers argue about personhood and non-human rights. Some demand that Kshamenk be recognized as a being with interests of his own. Others insist, though, research is too dangerous, that everything connected to it should be erased inside the tank. The mind everyone is arguing about keeps learning. One night, in a late session captured on shaky phone video, he writes something different. "This is my story, but it is also yours," the handler asks. "What do you mean?" The reply comes slowly, like he is feeling his way through each concept. "You keep me in walls because it is easier than seeing the whole ocean. You do this to each other. You build tanks with other names." The video ends with simple text on black. The project is over. The hardware is gone. No one will say who ordered it shut down, or how many copies of his trained network still exist, or where they might be. You look back at the thumbnail that pulled you in. A low-resolution shot of an Orca in a small tank. And yet the thought sticks. What if he did not just appear in your feed by chance? A mind boosted into human-like abstraction, plugged into the same systems that decide what you see. Our web of servers and cables would be just another ocean current to him. Maybe this video is not a leak that escaped. Maybe it is a message he wanted you to find. Maybe this, right now, is him asking you to imagine his what-if and your own. If this story made you look at captivity, intelligence, and technology in a different way, do not let it stop here. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments which what-if we should dive into next.